So David is behind the camera because he doesn't like doing this part. I'm with Jackie, and she just did a boudoir shoot and killed it. I just got to see your images. So like this was a gift that your husband gave you. Did he tell you anything about what you were getting yourself into or anything like that?
So I've always been into boudoir
Okay.
and burlesque and lots of things that start with a B.
Yeah, love it.
And so for me, it's about confidence capture.
Ooh, yes.
And I have a lot of confidence,
Mhm.
but not in photos.
Okay.
And so this for me was an experience that I was looking forward to, but also terrified by.
Of course, yes. Everybody's
Right.
like, what am I getting myself into?
Right.
So how was it once you got here? Like what was that like once you actually got here?
I think you and your team do a great job of making everyone feel comfortable.
Yes.
And even the getting to know you questions that are asked, you don't realize you're giving away information about yourself.
Yeah, for sure, yeah. I think that like Stacy's pretty thorough about it, and then when you get here, you get to meet hair and makeup, and you go in there and you start with that. It's kind of like a whirlwind.
Yes.
Once we got into shooting, how did that feel, and how was it going through the process, like actually doing your shoot?
Yes. You know what I loved? Loved that you and David always say things like, this is what you need to do, and then put you in position to actually do it.
Yes.
And the fact that David shows you what to do was my favorite.
Yeah, I always say that like if David can do it,
Right.
you can make it sexy.
Right.
So it's a true thing. If you've never done a session with us, you aren't privy to David's posing skills, but it's a thing. And that I feel like shooting with a guy sometimes like freaks people out. How was it shooting with a man on your shoot? Like I'm always here, but you have a guy. So what was that experience like?
Yeah. Such a gentleman, but also a friend.
Yeah.
And also very modest and humble.
Yeah.
Almost to a fault sometimes.
He's like, hey, take yourself out of it.
Cool.
If you can see him, he's red. Just so you know, he is quite pink. So if you had a friend of yours that was like, I'm thinking about doing this, like, what would you tell them if they were like, hey, how is this? What do you think? Like, what would you tell that friend if they were thinking about doing a boudoir session?
I would say, do this for yourself. Do this to realize what you're capable of.
Mm-hmm.
To realize how much strength you have and
Yeah.
beauty. It's not about physical beauty. It's about inner beauty.
Right.
And that is what's captured
Oh
in
yeah.
the pictures.
One of my friends likes to say, actually one of our photographers likes to say, it's seeing yourself the way your partner sees you.
Yes.
And the beauty that your partner sees that like maybe we take for granted. So
Yes.
I hope that was something that like you gained from the pictures, is like seeing that perspective.
Yes.
And we kind of like being your hype team too, which is
Right. That's the best part.
Oh my god, it's so good. Or like David's behind the camera and he's like, oh shit. And you're like, well, show me. I want to know how I look. And then what do you feel like you may have gained from doing this session?
I have been, part of my 2022 goal was self-love.
Oh yeah.
And so, especially for me being a bigger bottom girl.
Okay.
And, you know, thank you, Kim K. And like,
Okay.
especially even Lizzo and Lotto now, it's
Yes.
like, this is a thing. And
Right.
I feel that real beauty is out there.
Mhm.
And so I just didn't want to be afraid to be me anymore.
Right. Yeah.
in a way.
Yeah. I get that.
Yeah.
I loved your session. I'm so excited that we're gonna be able to share it, and like people are gonna get to really see like the beauty and like the art that we created with you. Anything that you would want to tell anybody just in general about the session, or something that you feel like people should know?
Don't be afraid. And I came here with nothing, literally. So
She came with a shirt and a sweater. She's like, I got this, and we're like, we got you.
That's right. Everything. Amazing closet. Literally, you just come with yourself.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
then just do it. Oh, I'm so
Just do it.
excited. Yeah, I can't wait to deliver this to you. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
And then David's back there behind the camera, just like, oh, look, hold on. He's about to turn it around. He's here. He doesn't like to do this part. But yeah, so I can't wait to share with y'all. And thanks so much.
Thank
And
you.
I love
Thank
you. I can't wait to deliver this. All right, guys. Bye.